Okay, so from what I remember last time, where what happened last time we here in the game, the big top is still needed of some more works and fixings. So they told us to actually go and check out a couple more rides well, to kill some time. So we actually go and do that. Um, Nessa is actually interested about the Pixie Town because she is actually very curious. So we decided to go there, and we actually went there, and everyone aside from Luke is actually shrunk down to fairy, so that way they can participate the Pixie games. They were playing hide and seek, but Nessa, for her own reasons, decided to decline such an offer, and would decide to just hang by Luke in order while Marigold and Thrak participate. Marigold managed to win and got herself a bag of pixie dust. Whereas Nessa, after getting back to Luke, the two just spent each other time just talking to each other. It was cute. Afterwards, they decided it's finally time to go back to the big top, and they actually go there and actually had a time and blast, Marigold included, because she's one of the performers. Nessa is also very enjoying her time there too, because she actually got to see elves for the first time in proper. How about that? Then something went a little bit off when Thrak and Luke noticed a mysterious figure among the crowds, a strange, wiry thing with a mask on their face, and it starts to give chase. Net, and that's where Thrak and Luke decided to go and chase afterwards. However, they finally got to with cooperation, and are decided to actually figure out what to do with this thing. So they decided to go to the back tent to see what they should do once and for all. That's what I can remember from the top of my head.
That'll do. So, after you took our little ghoulish creature to the staff area and presenting it to Witch and Light, the owner of the carnival, you got an interview, a meeting with those two, where they were pretty evasive with their responses, told you the passage to Prismere was somewhere in the carnival, but not especially where. That with Nessa's panic attack when she discovered she was trapped for a couple hours, they had missed gift givings from one of the carnival folk. So that's something to look forward to
Mm.
for you as you go and explore more attractions. On the lookout for the passage to Prismere. And we'll take back at that meeting as Mr. Witch looks at his pocket watch, clears his throat, and signals to Burley to bring you back out of the staff area. And seeing how the carnival is in a good mood, Mr. Light will stop you just before you go with a cheerful, "Oh, before you go, my friends, here, have Fako get you some balloons for each of you." As you see an overweight man with the usual pixie wings from the staff and some clown makeup on his face is going to approach, grumbling a bit, but still preparing you some balloon animals for each of you. What do you want?
Oh, like
Hmm.
Do hurry up, please. I don't have all night.
Uh, um, uh, so we're just take one. Um, Nessa looks over to the balloons that is presented to them, and it took her a moment, but her eyes actually found something that caught her attention. Can I have that one? She says as she gestures to the balloon that's actually shaped to that of a bear.
Oh, nice. You picked one I already folded. Because you see, the balloons Faco makes are those usual long balloons that they fold into shape. Nessa was lucky; he had already folded that one. So the other three can request whatever they want.
Hmm.
Or just say no. That's an option too.
I'll take a deer.
Oh, tricky those ones with the antlers. But there's that whole rubber grinding sound as they make, as Faco makes you a deer. There you go. Don't poke your eye out.
I would have hoped I hadn't by now. Impressive. I'm impressed you can actually do this so quickly and with such precision.
That's my job. I do that every day.
You do it well. I commend you.
I truly appreciate
I
it.
shall take a rabbit.
What?
I shall take a rabbit.
Yeah, sure. Again with the grind of rubber on rubber as he shapes the balloon into the shape you requested. There you go, Marigold.
Thank you.
And you, Lug. Got something? That's always so nice to talk to you.
I'm sure it is. And it's always nice to talk to you.
Well, if you.
Yeah. You saying, hon?
Well, if nothing comes to mind, maybe you could take the ones that are already made.
I got my hands full. Referring to the little undead freak that's currently under his arm.
Ah, yes.
I mean,
Weren't we gonna leave that with Mr. Witch and Mr. Light?
is it even alive? She looks at this again, and is concerned because the skin is blue.
It's undead. So depends on your definition of life.
Oh, oh wait, that's actually dead.
Well, no, that's undead, didn't you hear?
Oh,
Yeah, best not to get too close to that one. But thankfully it's all in it's all in good hands now.
right. I guess. She says she takes one step away from the thing that Luke has under under his arm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if nothing comes to mind for the balloon for you, Luke, maybe you could, get one that's similar to mine. You know, a bear. She says as she gestures to the yellow bear with balloon.
All right.
So a bear for the big man. Alright. Again, grind of rubber on rubber as he gets that second bear balloon Ready? There you go. Do leave that thing here. I doubt most of our patrons would appreciate seeing that thing.
Do be careful with that.
Where's the boss?
What?
The one who's in charge of, if not security, then essentially the whole carnival, because they need to be notified about this.
Well, you did. That was Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. They are the owner of the carnival. So
So
you
they're there.
definitely notify.
Oh, so the undead freak is gone now?
Well,
No, it's still under your arm. It's just Fako telling you to leave it here. Well, one disadvantage of skipping a session is that now I don't know how we resolved that whole thing.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to. My brain is still a bit of the mush.
Yeah, it's fine.
So the idea is they are aware, or at least,
Yes.
and they asked me to leave this thing here.
Yeah. You
Leave the
have
cage
notified
in
them
then?
of that creature, but they didn't seem overly worried. They just, alright. You also shared about Kettle's team, where they said that Kettle's team was a troublemaker and disgruntled guest that caused trouble around the carnival because Zibilna has a whole thing being missing and all that.
Is
And
Sibylla?
Zibilna being sorry.
Is she okay?
Okay is a matter of perspective. Do we have a cage we can put this thing in?
Oh yeah, we get. Well, it's only for show, but we have deer groans wagon, quote unquote, where we can put that thing until we leave.
He just throws the. Is this like an open bar cage, or is it just like a
It's
box?
no, it's like yes, it's an open bar cage, like lions, tigers on a
Yep.
circus.
He will throw it in. Then he will use the vines thing, his ability to speak to plants, to hold and restrain. The idea being to hold the cage down and also to restrain this little thing.
Yeah, that's done and done. Cage has been locked down by vines that give you a bit of a salute as best as vine can do.
All right.
So, what's gonna happen now?
Well, now Burley, the bugbear, will take you back to the carnival. Escort you back to the carnival, since you are perfectly able to get back there by yourself.
Are you
Yep.
still concerned about that thing, Luke?
No. It's been dealt with, and if it's smart, it will stay where it is. If it's not, it'll be ash by the end of the night.
I. Well, I hope you're right.
Oh, he's right. Like,
And so Nessa takes one more look back to the cage cart and feels a little bit off from it, but decides to follow back to the rest of the players before she feels more anxious from looking at it.
All right. So as you guys take some distance from the staff area, Burley. Ah, come on. Well, I shared the picture for Burley with you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to remove his jack-o'-lantern helmet to show you a worried expression. Bad things have been happening at the carnival for a while. People and things have been going missing. Talking to Frack since she's the investigator here. My bosses know more than they're telling, but their hands are tied somehow. You're the first I've met who might be able to set things right. Witch and Light are good guys, but you need leverage to make them spill the beans.
Damn. Here I'd
That's.
hoping it'd be a bit more simple.
You mean this is not the first time it happened at all?
Yeah, we've heard. Well, that's not very conclusive, but we've heard noises about more than one little intruder like that thing you brought. We heard about 3 different things, like that pig wearing a ghoul thing girl you brought, but there's also a shadow looking like Glim or Glister,
Hmm.
and that's kind of hard to describe. A black quickling.
Quickly?
Think of them as sprites.
Um,
they're a type of tiny thing. Like, and much like the name would suggest, they're pretty quick.
oh. Okay.
How long have these reports persisted? When did they start?
There you go for Nessa's benefits. A quickling.
I have a feeling Burley has some sort of a picture of a quickling that he showcases to her, and Nessa looks curiously, adjusting her glasses as she does so.
Well, either he has a picture, or I use minor illusion.
Yeah, either options are good. Or Burley himself uses minor illusion. Since, yeah, that thing. But somehow uglier. But yeah, I would have suggested you take advantage of the Big Top extravaganza to snatch Mr. Witch's watch. But the extravaganza ended a while ago.
Any chance it might be open up again?
Well, maybe during the crowning of the Witchlight Monarch. That might be a good idea. That gives you an excuse to get close to them.
I I guess we'll just have to play by that kind of rules, aren't we?
Sounds like it. Anything else that might be of critical importance to Mr. Witch or Mr. Light that might go missing.
Yeah, if you want another option, there's always the Witchlight Vein. You
Mhm.
know, Mr. Light's scepter. Cane
Yes.
thing. Uh, you would get help from Dirlagroan, Candlefoot, or Palasha. They're good eggs. But don't ask anything from Fako. He's not trustworthy.
Thaco?
Good to know.
Hmm.
Then I guess I'll just follow along with you guys then, aren't I?
That
Mhm.
is your safest option.
Mm.
And the most fun.
Well, right.
Oh, and do be careful. The watch, if you go for it, is on a chain tied to Witch's waistcoat. So you'll have to unfasten or break it to get the watch away from him.
What?
That will make things difficult.
Difficult, but not impossible.
Well,
And with that, he's going to put the pumpkin back on his head and go back to guarding the staff area, leaving you free to. Ah, come on. That mouse is bugging on me.
nah,
There
take
you
your time.
go. No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fixed. Leaving you free to roam once more.
So, the only
Well,
way we could ever get back to this big top is for the
So,
coronations.
as a little bit of a heads up, I will need to leave for a short time to pick someone up from a doctor's visit. So,
Yeah.
they're about like 8 minutes away, so
Oh,
won't,
okay.
won't take long.
Fair enough, but thanks for the heads up.
Hmm.
Yeah, Marigold will have to help prepare for the crowning of the Witchlight Monarch.
Hmm.
Then
Yeah.
I
Which
So when you
should
need
be,
to go,
yep, which will be soon.
well, soon is relative. You still have
Yep.
about 5 hours.
Hmm.
So, I guess the only way we could ever get back to this place is when the crowning of the monarch queen. What would be later today?
Witchlight Monarch.
Witchlight monarch will be later for tonight. Then,
that's one of our options, yes. It's not the only one, though. We have two other potential leads, that Shadow Being and the Quickling. If we run into those, we may yet have some information, or at the very least, start loosening whatever has the Witchlight brothers keeping quiet.
I just hope that this can be easily be resolved and easy for me to actually return back home to. Well, I guess Marigold is right. I guess what Mom says is true. Time flies fast. Flies past if you're having fun. So maybe, just maybe, just killing some time won't hurt.
Perhaps on
Ne-
that subject. Go ahead.
Nessa's gonna go back and look over to the map. Well, we've already taken care of Pixie Kingdom. No need to worry about that. Silversong Lake will be nice too, but that we've already done that when it comes to the gondola swans. So that's 3 rides, well, 4 if you include the big top down.
Okay, gotta get going. So see you around. Like,
Alrighty.
be back
See
soon.
you
Okay.
shortly.
And
Hmm.
let's see. What could be anything you two actually have in oh wait, where's Marigold?
She went to go prepare for the ceremony.
Oh. Uh, okay. Well, and I guess it's just the 3 of us then.
For now.
Well, let's see. She goes back into the map. I think my brother would actually have a fun field day if he actually goes. It would. If my brother were here, he would actually have a field day when it comes to the dragonfly rides. But I also am kind of curious about the Hall of Illusions too. But what about you two? What do you two have in mind?
If we're gonna possibly find our shadow quarry, my most likely guess would be either in the Hall of Illusions or in the Mystery Mine. So I am tempted to examine both. So I suggest the Hall of Illusions as our next stop.
Luke?
Very well. All illusions it is.
Alright. Hall of Illusions it is then. Nessa puts away the map.
Alrighty.
You know, there was a time I remember how my papa actually when I was young, there was a time I remember how my papa would actually perform a couple of tricks when I was a couple of tricks. I always thought that's some sort of a stage magician trick.
Still could be.
Based on what you told me about your world, it may very well be a stage magician's trick. Here
If
we
he-
just get to do the real thing.
If he were from here, that'd be another matter.
I don't know. There was one time I actually saw him snap his finger and a flicker of fire just ignited.
Again, doable with the right powders if you aren't afraid of getting singed.
Well, he was an engineer. So, that's the place?
Yeah.
Don't forget,
As you're
honey, don't forget your token.
Right. Just get those out of the way. And boop. And boop.
So, as you approach the Hall of Illusion, you will see a... What do I call that? A wooden mannequin in a glass cabinet. You know, like those carnival attractions with the mannequin behind the glass that gives you tarot readings.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have that with a grinning, raven-haired young woman with a witch attire and a green cape inside a glass cabinet. At the top of this, I'm using cabinet again. A sign reads, Tasha the Wizard, known for her hideous laughter. Speaking of hideous laughter, a halfling couple was holding hand as they approached that glass cabinet. One with a butterfly face paint, and the other with a cotton candy hat. Whimsy. And
Okay.
sorry.
Just acknowledging.
Okay. Until one of them drops to one knee and pulls out a small box.
Nessa, Nessa.
However, sorry.
Oh, sorry. You go.
However, the cute scene is interrupted when the kneeling person's sweetheart suddenly bursts into laughter and rolls on the ground, causing that halfling with the face paint to start sobbing and dart into the tent of the Hall of Illusion. In spite of in spite of the effort of the elven gatekeeper, attraction handler, the effort to stop them.
I think our first protocol is this witch animatronic display. Let's check on this person who's probably still laughing on the floor.
I
Mm.
won't lie. It was sweet while it lasted, but
Frack, I'm going to need a wisdom saving throw.
oh no.
Alright,
all of us?
wisdom. Here we go. 1 second. 19.
Good job, you pass. You are not affected by the...
16.
Yeah, you pass as well.
Wisdom saves?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, Steve rolled before he got close to the cabinet, but you are not yet in the zone of influence yourself.
Oh, so no need then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks gonna kneel down and try and shake the person who's fallen victim to hideous laughter to their senses. Hey, come on. Get yourself back together.
So the halfling you just shook is going to take a little bit to compose herself, blinking for a bit before to rub her face. Oof, what happened? I was walking with Robin, and suddenly I was on the floor. My belly hurts.
That explains it. You stood a little too close to this switch display cabinet. Apparently, it has a bad habit of casting hideous laughter. Unfortunately, it seems like Robin was about to present you with something, mistook your hideous laughter as genuine laughter, and then ran away crying.
Oh no! Robin! Where did he go?
As I
Inside.
said, he's in the Hall of Illusions. Best we get to him. I don't know how these illusions are made, but if there's a chance that they're made in the way that I think they do, then I reckon he might be in for a far worse time than what he thinks just happened.
Oh no! Please find him! Please!
That's the
We'll do our
plan.
best.
Don't worry.
We'll do our best to find him and bring him back.
Describe. Well, I don't need to describe him. I literally saw what he looked like.
Yeah, halfling with a butterfly face paint.
All right.
Please tell him Win is sorry.
I will explain what happened. You needn't worry.
I hope that they can actually fix this up.
What did you say your name was again?
Win
Win.
Sandapple.
Win.
Boom. Spelling.
Oh, Ween Sun Apple.
Ah.
Sorry, French accent really doesn't make it easy.
No, you're okay.
To be fair, that would have been difficult to understand how to spell in English.
Hmm.
Does any of you want to give me an history check to recall trivias about Tasha?
I don't think I could actually roll that.
Yeah, in Nessa's case, she definitely can't roll that. I will try, but no problem.
Yeah, unfortunately, Nissa would definitely not have any context on that kind of things.
It's flying
Yeah.
over her head.
Yeah, that sounds about right for Thrak, to be fair.
And Frak has no interest in fairy tale.
Oh, she does. The problem is that the fairy tales in question are generally about monsters that come and abduct children in the night.
Hmm.
Does Lug want to try his luck?
He's got something bigger on his plate at the moment.
Alrighty! Moving on to the Hall of Illusions, then. This large tent is painted with a mural of shifting images that show grinning fairies diving into pools of colors. The helical stripes of the tent's pointed canopies rotates in spirals, and the whole display seems designed to befuddle onlookers. A clown, dressed in muted garb, stands at the tent's entrance, blinking at you.
Hmm.
And that is Candlefoot the Mime, the guy you got the voice back for.
You said your name was Candlefoot.
Well, I didn't introduce myself, but I guess Luke did it for me.
Hmm.
Ah,
Nice to see you again, big guy.
thank you.
Just nods.
I assume you saw the halfling that just bolted in there, right?
Yeah, I tried to stop him, but he was just too quick.
Halflings tend to be like that.
This Hall of Illusions, how do they work?
I- It's a mirror hall. There are just a bunch of mirrors.
Mirrors?
And do they change the appearance of the reflection, or is there more
Yeah,
to it than that?
yeah, we've got I'm not sure if it exists in English, convex and concave.
And that would be the exact wording in English as well, yeah.
Yay! So yes, you've got those mirrors to distort your reflection.
Hmm.
Well, the good news is he's probably not in any existential danger of an existential crisis other than what he thinks just went down.
Well, we also got a few enchanted ones that make you look older or younger, but that's pretty
Relatively mild.
benign.
I, as Thrak, I'm gonna try and use my sense of smell to try and pick up a scent at the entrance that would be, or either a sense of smell or like a set of tracks or something that would give me something equivalent to a breadcrumb trail to follow rather than relying on the mirrors.
Yeah. Give me a wisdom perception check with
Wisdom.
advantage because of scent.
Okay, so how do I do this? Do I roll a wisdom save and then perception?
No,
Interesting.
wisdom check.
Yep. It's essentially just roll a perception check.
All right, roll
Exactly.
perception. So perception with advantage. Okay, so my perception. Let's see my perception.
You got this.
Hang on. Sorry, my brain's shorting out. Am I rolling perception or wisdom?
Perception.
Just flat perception, my friend.
My apologies. I'm shorting out a little today.
Seems like I'm not the only one.
15.
Alright, so 15. That is going to be perfect. Since you sniff a couple of times and you pick up the same scent as the candid hat Win wore. Since the two halflings walked together for most of the carnival, you can use that scent to track down Robin.
Perfume. One of them must have been wearing it. Follow me.
Okay.
And Thrak steps inside, trying to follow the track of the scent.
Yeah. So as you go, if you happen to look on the mirrors next to you, you will see that they start looking young, younger than you, like when you were kids. And the deeper into the old you go, the older your reflections look. So if you guys want to have fun noticing that, you can. If you want to go on and just focus on Robin, I can just hurry along.
I have one brief joke to make about this.
Nay.
Go ahead.
Thrak passes one mirror, briefly seeing a much older version of herself in her elder years, and chuckles to herself, as if I'll live that long, and then keeps going.
Oh boy. Oh boy, here we go. Oh boy.
You know what they say, a witcher never dies in his bed.
For
Of course, they die in other people's bed.
That is few and far between. Although maybe that might be the case for some of Mickey's characters, but that's another story.
hey. Oh boy.
Wow!
And I'm sorry, I'm also distracted by a very cute baby,
Aw.
Gracie.
Oh boy. Oh boy, here we go.
Hey,
Nessa is trying her best to catch up with Thrak, and but she's having a little bit of a hard time just keeping focus because her eyes keep falling back into the mirrors that is reflecting upon her, and I think she must have passed by one mirror caught her attention that made her stop by her tracks, and she could have sworn she saw a reflection of herself, but that's odd. Why is she in pigtails? And why is she in that school uniform? And why is she in what? And what are those strange markings on her face? Oh. Oh no.
Jesus.
speaking of creepy images in your reflections, as you pass by one of those, you'll see there's a woman walking by your reflection side.
Oh.
It's fleeting, however, as you look at the reflection, you see that woman, you blink, and she's gone.
Am I? She's gonna bite her pinky and ow, there's pain, but She's there. She's she's not dreaming. It's okay. You're okay, Nessa.
You good?
Yeah. I'm fine. I never expected mirrors to be this powerful here. Let's go. I think Thrak is far up ahead.
Right. And as she's gone, looks towards the mirror, passes by one in somewhat regal clothing, smiling a great big innocent smile. Then the next one is a one just covered in cuts and bruises, and that smile is gone. And doesn't even look at the older one.
Good thing no one thought to look at your reflections, since the helmet wasn't there for most of them.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Hehe. Oh, I'm not saying anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Hehe. So yeah, as you pass by all those mirrors, you end up finding the old Rubin gazing into a mirror, and in the reflection, you can see the shadow. Give me a sec, I'm going to get that. There you go. You see this shadowy figure whispering into his reflection's ear.
Oh shit.
Huh?
That is roughly going to be Thrak's reaction.
Do I see this too?
Does Nessa also sees this too?
Well, depends on how fast you were. No, I'm kidding. You can you catch up to Frack just as she stumbles upon that scene. However, as Frack gets close and you guys gasp when you see that, the shadow is going to turn towards you and fade away into the reflection, disappearing and leaving the halfling bewildered as he stands there, suddenly very confused. Where the heck am I?
The House of Illusions.
Your name's Ruben, right?
Yes, yes.
Are you
I was with my girlfriend.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I think so. I've got all my limbs.
Thrak deliberately kneels down in front, between him and the mirror, so as to use your body to block it in case. Yeah, about that. I saw what happened. We saw what happened outside.
He's going to blink at you a couple times before things come back to him and he remembers his expression suddenly dropping. Oh,
Hey,
Hey.
it's not what you think. She just got enchanted there.
Neither of you noticed, but you both happen to be standing next to one of those fortune teller witches. Unfortunately, as it says on the tin, they're known for casting a spell known as Hideous Laughter. And it would appear that your dear Ween was bewitched at the exact moment you chose to pull out that box of yours.
It was just a case of the right place but the wrong timing. Sort of.
Wrong place at the wrong time.
Well,
but
she did say she's sorry, and I know and she's waiting for you outside.
yeah, she.
Thank you.
All right. One more question before I escort you back out, because it's easy to get lost here in here. Throck makes up on the excuse. Did you see anything in the mirrors?
I think so, yes. There was a shadow that asked me if I had any regrets, and that if I did, someone could help me if I followed her or them. Difficult to say with a shadow.
That is very concerning. All right. You're going to follow me and stick close. We're going to get you back to your dear Ween. And then I am going to see if I can have a talk with this shadow.
Are you sure that's wise? You're using yourself as bait.
Wouldn't be the first time I've done that. Wouldn't be the first time it didn't work out in my favor either.
If you're gonna do that, you might want. Then you better. It's better you don't get alone. I'll come with you.
Might have to, depending on how things work out. Either way, I'm fairly certain our spirit can probably hear us.
All I ask of you two is try to at least be careful, you know?
That's fine. Just as long as you stay within sight of us, just outside of the tent. Don't go anywhere alone. But we'll worry about that later. First, let's get the lovebirds back together.
Right.
As you say that, dear old Rubin is going to follow after you until you bring him back to his girlfriend, fiancée.
We will find out in a second.
Exactly. So, as you take Rubin back to his lover, she is going to welcome him with a big, tight hug and a long kiss that is very embarrassing to witness with how long it lasts. But when they part, they are both crying out of happiness to being reunited, and also relief for the whole situation having been resolved. So Rubin's going to get down on one knee again and propose again. To which Win is going to acquiesce, and there'll be another kiss that gets Candlefoot to frown as he thinks of his own missed proposal. He's going to cross his arm on his chest and go. I need to talk to Palasha. I'm closing the House of Illusion for a bit. You'll find me at Silversong if you need me.
Luke and Thrak actually want to investigate the Hall of Illusions for a bit. They saw something inside.
Well, good thing it'll be closed then. You'll have all your time.
Thank you.
And with that, he's going to run away.
Nessa,
Almost colliding with Marigold as she comes back from the big top.
Nessa
Picking
looked
up
up to
time.
the
What I miss?
Nessa looked into this happy half-elf couples and I mean, halfling
halfling.
coupling. Sorry, my bad. She looks into this halfling couple and she smiled, but it's a sad one. And she muttered quietly to herself, I just wish that could happen. I just wish I will have that one day. Oh, Marigold, you're back.
Okay.
Indeed, I am. Like, oop,
Yeah, sorry. Once you're done, I will get you up to speed.
mhm.
Okay.
So, yeah?
So here's the short version. Those two now formally engaged halflings had a run-in with that
Well, not formally. They are now engaged.
no, formal, not former.
Oh, formal. I'm sorry.
Nah, you're good.
Anyway, that automated fortune teller, he points at the display with the wooden animatronic witch inside the glass cage, decided to cast hideous laughter on the recipient of the proposal at exactly the moment that that the the gentleman decided to go down on one knee. He did not take this well and ran into the Hall of Mirrors. We decided that it would be wise to go and find him and clarify the situation. When we got in there, however, we noticed there seems to be a shadow jumping through the mirrors. After we explained the situation to the halfling, he told us that apparently this shadowy figure was offering to resolve any of life's regrets if they were to come with them.
So we're here right now. Back we're go. Thrak and Lou are gonna go back in there to investigate what they found inside the Hall of Illusions. They found something and it's not pleasant.
Don't know exactly what it is other than some sort of shade. Maybe Fae. Might be something worse. Anyway, my plan right now is to try and talk to it. I want Lou there in order to quite literally pull me out if things start going wrong.
I can do that.
You two need to stick together out here. If something does start happening, you need to get our attention and draw us out.
How do we do that though?
Literally just
scream.
yell at us.
Scream as loud as you can. That usually works.
We won't be that far off.
It's a small fairground after all. Like,
All right. We're going in. At least to have a look.
Alrighty.
Thrak essentially just walks in to the Hall of Mirrors and decides to look into the first mirror to take the chance to see if this thing will at least take the bait to talk to her.
all right, have fun.
Yep. Luke will also be in the House of Mirrors, but be a fair bit behind her, just to make sure, like, this thing at least gets the idea that it has a chance.
All right. Lug, stealth
Mhm.
check.
What check?
Stealth check.
Stealth.
Oh.
To see how discreet you are in following Frak.
Okay. That's going to be a +2. Yep, pull up my sheet. You know what? I'll just do this. That's going to be an 11.
Okay, so Frak, give me a deception or performance check at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Since with your big shadow behind you, you don't make as much of a good.
Impression.
Yeah. No. Performance or deception, not perception.
Oh, performance. Sorry, I thought I pressed the wrong one. Either way,
Or deception.
yeah.
These
Sorry,
Yeah.
my
nuts.
bad.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Performance.
Unfortunately, your performance doesn't convince the shadow, so it stays way out of sight, wherever it is.
If you tell Lou to leave, he'll leave.
This is a bad idea, but step outside.
You sure?
Honestly, no, but I have to try.
Okay. He will step outside.
Alright, so that gives Frak another chance. Unfortunately, since you already failed once, you keep the disadvantage.
That's fine.
Yeesh. I discourage you from trying any theater.
Yeah. Maybe this is just me, but I would say, like in this case, since I'm gone, he's trying again. He doesn't need disadvantage. He just needs a higher DC. Like, for example, it was like maybe a 12 or something
That
like
is
that.
fair.
Needs a 12 or something. Now that he's trying again, it requires like a 16 or something.
Yeah, that's fair. Want to
That's
roll again, Frak?
If you'll let me, sure.
Yeah, okay. Because Steve's idea is much better than my keep a disadvantage.
Watch me, nat 1.
13.
Only a 13, but
Yeah, higher DC, that's a fail.
oh well, was worth a shot.
It was worth a shot.
Hmm.
You
No luck
miss
with it.
all the shots you don't take.
This is true. Thrap steps out. Sadly, it would seem that our spirit or whatever is in those mirrors has not taken the bait. Pity of all the people who could have asked about regrets, I would have been the perfect target.
Maybe I could try.
I won't pry into your personal history, but if you think you can pull it off, I will be out here keeping an eye on the entrance just in case something goes wrong.
All right. You will go inside.
Well, that's going to be a high DC because Frak already tried, and that shadow saw you with her.
Yep. That's entirely fair.
So yeah, deception or performance.
Yeah, my character sheet's being weird. At least the one on roll 20.
Uh,
So let's go ahead and it's a performance.
yeah, or deception since you're trying to fool that thing.
That'd be a +1.
Yeah,
13.
nah,
Not
that's that doesn't beat the DC.
That's fair. All right.
Ah.
Once outside, we find the one who is responsible for keeping people out. And
Well,
such.
that would be you.
The one who was here before, the one who briefed us on the couple previously.
Oh, he's long gone.
Mm.
By the way,
Um,
place is closed, so
mm.
unless anybody has a better idea of how to draw spirits out of mirrors, that one is unfortunately not in my esoteric forte.
Nor is it mine.
So, how'd it go?
I'm just an illusionist, so no, I can't deal with spirits.
Hmm.
Sadly, our friend is aware of our willingness to see them, and they don't like it.
If only there was something I can actually do.
You realize that you are taking a very big chance, young lady. This thing is smart enough to only prey on vulnerable people who are not in a group. I won't stop you if you want to try, but understand this is dangerous work.
Well, I mean, the Hall of Mirrors is, the Hall of Illusions is, it can be a little bit, what's the proper right word for this? Well, being inside of the Hall of Illusions, is enough to make you trick your mind to see what's reflecting there, but I just wish there's something I can actually do to help.
Again, the best thing we've been able to try is to try and coax it into trying to lure us into its ploy. The problem is that you risk being manipulated by it into that ploy as well.
Well, I could at least, well, maybe try. Nessa says that she has a more determined look on her face.
If you're willing to take that risk, then yeah, all right. Just remember, if that thing starts enticing you to go with it, do not go with it. Turn away from the mirror and come back out.
Hmm.
I won't. I have a feeling this is not the first time I see a messed up mirror. Nessa then takes a breath and then starts moving in.
All right. Well, again, same thing as the other two. Deception or performance. Since that Shadow did see you with them,
Let's see.
so you just walking in is very enticing, but that Shadow also knows not to show itself because she saw you with big persons, big strong persons.
She was anxious, but stealing her nerves a little bit more. It's just that now that this Hall of Illusions is closed, I bet the lights are much dimmer than they were
Darker.
before.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sheesh. Okay, okay, so out of the two, either performance or deception. Deception is my strongest. So, fingers crossed, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Holy shit. Okay.
Mm.
D.
Oh, ho, ho. Nice. So, you take a while to get that thing to bite at the bait, but after a while, standing between the mirrors, a shadow is going to form into one of your reflections.
What?
I sense much pain in your past. Do you have regrets?
Pains? What pains?
Oh, you do not know.
I mean,
If you'd like, I could show you if you followed me.
insight?
Go ahead.
Oh, because. Okay, Nessa's not stupid. Right?
Well, that will depend on the dice.
What the flying fuck?
Oh no.
Oh,
I
Well,
did
the
warn
creepy
you.
shadow with a moon mask seems perfectly trustworthy to you.
I guess Nessa takes one step forward.
My mistress will be most pleased to meet you.
Who do you mean by mistress?
Oh, she's a great magic user. She's most certainly. She will most certainly help you. If only you follow me.
What's there to help? Is it because of my thing? Is it because of my trait? It's um, is it because of my trait? I've had this for as long as I remember. She says, one ear reaching up to her banks or something.
What?
I mean, her hand.
One here?
One
Oh,
one hand
hand.
reaching up to her to the banks of her hair, which is hiding her ears, mind you.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright. You smell of Fae.
Wait, what? Me? But I'm human.
In part.
Oh, what am I gonna do for this? I don't know. I didn't think about this far. I didn't. I didn't think.
Plankton, I didn't think I'd get this far.
I mean, isn't that just D&D?
Yeah. All I'm saying is, but not before you tell me your name. And tell me what you are.
I'm a shadow. I don't have a name.
Not at all.
I mean, I belong to Glim, but I am not Glim.
What were you talking with that changeling? What were you talking with that? What were you talking with the halfling earlier? What did you do to them?
Nothing. I just offered them to meet my mistress.
And this mistress takes interest in this place. This Hall of Illusions?
In the whole carnival?
But it's just a carnival, and yes, it's run by people I've never thought I would see in my whole life, but they were just trying to spread joy where they could. What does your mistress have with this place?
What better hunting ground for... How do I say that? What better hunting ground than a place where people let their guard down and enjoy themselves?
Oh, I do not like that. This is me, the player, saying, I do not like that. Oh.
Yeah, out of context as well. Everybody else has no idea, but fuck.
I think Nessa's lip just kind of pursed, but there is a cold sweat is starting to trickle down her forehead. So we're basically just games to you? As in the hunting game,
Oh
I
no!
meant. No?
Oh no, not you. You have a ticket.
Then what are you actually after?
Little things.
Little kid, do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Your question was vague as well. I'm just answering. Am I creepy enough?
You're good enough. I'm
With the
trying.
voice?
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Well, fair point then. I'm just being cautious as ever. I just not sure what I'm actually looking at here. That it just if
I'm a
anything.
shadow. I already told you.
All right. Then you're a shadow. You are here in this carnival, looking for things to that sees fit as it's a hunting ground. And you have answers about, and you know something about me.
I don't, but my mistress most likely would.
What is why would she okay, Nikki, don't have a brain fart at this moment. I need you. And she's just trying her best to get the words out of her mouth. But she could feel the anxiety coming out. But she could feel the anxiety creeping in the more she talks to this thing that's behind behind the mirror. So, and this mistress, she's after the little things you vaguely said. But what does she know about? But I mean, I'm trying to. Honestly, I'm trying my. Okay, no, okay, I need you to think. Okay.
Deep breath, take your time.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on a second. Maybe I just need a sip. Is she um are you just waiting for the right time to do your hunting right? Is that it?
No,
No.
the hunt is always on.
So, this whole time. So, are you saying that perhaps this whole time you just. So, wait. Do you know of that thing that came by here? This. There's a little girl with a pig mask and she has blue skin. Do you know that?
So big. She works for my mistress's sister.
What?
Thank you for taking her out.
What?
Makes more game for me.
Oh. Wait. I'm sorry, what? You mean. Is she the only one that's sent here? Oh, she didn't answer. Okay.
The shadow is going to tilt her head to the side, asking for you to develop the question.
Nessa feels anxious. She's trying not. Her face. Although her face is firm, her one hand is tracing back to her left shoulder and is grasping tightly to it. I see then. I'm gonna assume that she's not alone in this. That's not gonna be good. So she's then trying to think, trying to recap for all she knows. This thing has a mistress. This thing
Yes.
is, and this mistress sees the carnival as a hunting ground. Hunting
Yes.
for the little things, according to this thing. But
Yes.
and the pig mask girl is working for someone who is the mistress's sister. And
Yes.
the more she puts this all together, the more she could feel more cold sweat coming down from her head. I guess I'll take my leave then.
Oh, are you sure you do not want to meet my mistress?
What does your mistress know about me? I'm just human. I'm just a college student trying to get by from Minerva University after coming back from England after this.
After what?
That's. I can't. That's the. After my time there. Yes, after my time there.
That is what you tell yourself.
What?
You heard me.
She didn't like that. She did not like that at all when she said that. What do you
Well, what you gonna do about it?
Well, what do you know about you don't know me. You don't know what you're talking about.
I may not know the details, but I can smell you're not what you say you are.
Oh boy. Is she is starting to reach further more into her shoulder and is digging into it. I um I I think you're mistaken.
Or maybe you are.
She is trying her best not to actually lose it. Should I make a roll for it?
Yeah.
Tell you what, hun. Make a wisdom saving throw, DC 15.
Okay.
Whoa. I'm the DM. But yeah, go ahead with a wisdom saving throw.
You got it, boss man. You got...
I have a bad feeling about this.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Ooh!
Fail. What do you do?
I think at that point she starts hearing a laughter. A laughter that is in her head, but a laughter that came off, Cookie.
Oh.
Oh. And that just made her, more anxious as she goes, as she starts to breathe really heavily.
So, as you start to breathe heavily, your little bear charm is going to glow. And as you cry, a warm embrace is going to close around you, chasing both the laughter and the shadowy figure back into the mirror.
You're okay.
As you are given a literal and metaphorical bear hug by a spirit.
You're okay. 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 She says to herself. Her legs are shaking, but she's trying to keep her composure. Is the figure still there in the mirror?
Nope.
She sees herself. She sees a reflection of herself. It could a reflection she thought she'd never see again. One that takes Black back at her time back in England. Only it's... At that point, she just shakes her head and just bolts out from the Hall of Illusions.
Well, Lug and Frak, as Nessa is going to bolt out, she's going to be followed by a bear with greenish design running along the fur.
What?
As Nessa awoke her totem spirit.
Oh, can I also add in a little bit more of...
Of course, you can design.
That, her hair during that whole time, it gave off a glow. And it's instead of the ebony locks of hair, it just turned to that brilliant bright gold.
Ebony Darkness.
Don't you dare! I put that bitch back down at where she lives.
Oh God.
No.
Sorry, couldn't resist.
No, you're okay. You're okay. You're okay.
Oh wait, never mind. That's the one.
And yeah, a gold spirit of a bear is following after her.
Thrak's first impression upon seeing a bear following behind Ness is to instinctively reach for the hilt of the blade, before further observing the fact that the creature does not appear to have hostile intent, and she slowly lets go of the blade.
Who's your friend? Just the bear just starts nuzzling, I guess.
That is very likely, as it is trying to support the poor girl.
Shadow figure. Hunting ground. Knows little things.
Breathe. In for 5 seconds. Hold for 5 seconds. Out for 5 seconds.
You tell us.
Wait, is it a bear, full-on bear, or a bear cub?
That's for her to decide.
That's yeah, it's just a it's a golden spiritual bear.
Mm.
I don't know. It just
Just that's licking your cheek.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You shouldn't see. I'm sorry that I scared you for being so jumpy. I didn't mean to. I apologize. I
The
guess.
bear is very supportive, but also very confused by the apologies.
I guess. After my interrogation with the thing,
Interrogation.
yeah, it turns out I got in there successfully, and I managed to talk to it. And I managed to
And?
I managed to learn what I know. This figure is serving a mistress. And this mistress is seeing this carnival as a hunting ground of sorts, looking for the little things that the figure described. I also learned that the pig's mask figure that we've managed to cast that you two managed to capture serves serves the sister of that mistress.
Belorna.
Huh?
Her sister's name was Belorna. That's what the zombie girl said.
But Lorna.
I don't recognize it either. But it seems Belorna has a sister. That much we now know.
But why is my hair all bright gold? I think I'll look like. Why is my hair bright gold and it's glowing? What? My bear charm pendant.
It seems that trauma unlocked your own latent ability.
She's got Saiyan genes.
Nah.
She's a Super Saiyan.
No, she's Rapunzel. But I don't understand. All I could when I was in the middle of interrogating it, the more it freaked me out. The more the moment then I hear a laugh, and next thing you know, my bear pendant my bear charm just glowed bright, and I just wanted to get out of there. Oh, I'm sorry. You're okay. I'm gonna be okay. I'm
Curious.
Huh?
You said your world does not have magic.
And yet it seems you had this ability deep in you. You just needed to draw it out.
Either that or someone has given you a gift while you're here.
But wait, but I don't understand. This bear charm belonged to my mother. She gave that to me when I came back from England. No, let me read that. But I don't understand. This bear charm, she gave this to me before I left for England. I've always had this with me for ever since I was 16.
Strange. I know nothing. I know nothing of your world, so I have no idea whether you may or may not be aware of everything that goes on in your world. But suffice it to say, whether or not it has any effect in your world or not, this charm seems to have brought you a spirit guardian in this world.
But then what am why then? I'm human, right?
Does it matter? Says Thrak, looking down at her. The
You're
visage
you.
of the scarred half orc staring back at her. Where I'm from, people say I'm a fucking monster. Here, everybody seems accepting of you no matter what you are. More importantly, regardless of what you are, you need to be more accepting of yourself. I know this is a shock to you. In fact, it's probably a shock to all of us here. But do not think that just because you are not human, you are something less.
So, I think I just had more
Grace.
questions than answers, though. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
You needn't apologize, child.
But she, the figure, the one back in the Hall of Mirrors, she did say that I smelled a fae to her, and that her mistress would actually have an idea or two to actually help me.
Shortcuts
When
always
the
have a
Fae offer to help you, you do not accept, Thrak
Mhm.
said bluntly.
Fae tend to be fickle.
There are exceptions. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light might be examples of that. But as our conversation earlier today indicated, even they can have tricks up their sleeve.
Hmm.
Is this all true, Marigold?
Well, small problem. Runia had to duck out for IRL stuff, so she's no longer in the call.
Feces. Okay, let me reiterate then. Is this all true?
It wouldn't be the first time I've seen someone of the Fae persuasion pretend to be something they're not.
I must be blunt. I have no idea. Perhaps your world has Fae in it after all. And perhaps they don't like to be.
Known?
That is what I was going for, yes. I cannot say for certain either way. But my point earlier still stands.
I'm so confused. But I guess if I am gonna get some answers about all this, I'll have to look for reliable sources. Cause, I mean, again, I'm I'm human. I just had these. It's just that I had this trait where my ears are different. That's all.
Then perhaps you should ask your parents. Because either someone is keeping something from you, either knowingly or unknowingly, or there's something even they don't know about, and in which case, it's better you look for answers together.
It would be wise. However, not to rain on the parade, but we have a few hours left in the carnival still. It will be a while before you have the opportunity to ask them questions.
Hmm.
Right.
And for now, we now know with certainty that danger abounds here. There are many innocents who might fall victim to it. Did
Best
she
keep our eyes open.
say anything else? Can you remember any specifics that she talked to you about?
Well, I have a feeling that that pig's mask thing might not be alone in this carnival. So that's something that we have to keep an eye out.
There may be more of them. That's concerning, but it also presents an opportunity. Normally I hunt monsters, but I can track people too.
She said little things. I wish I could actually get a proper answer to that, but I sadly can't. I sadly couldn't.
The Fae are masters of wordplay. If they can manipulate your tongue in such a way that it could technically mean what they're talking about without it obviously being so,
Mhm.
then they will do so.
Well, I did remember my mom says, in some fairy tales about fae and fairies, it's important not to give them their full name. Does that still apply here?
But I don't know about here specifically, but back home, that's the first rookie mistake most people make. You either learn from somebody beforehand that you don't go telling anybody in the Feywilds your name before they tell you yours,
Is it?
or you get a new name.
Oh,
Thankfully, I did not have to deal with that.
I guess I'll have to be careful then. I just want
I
to go
fear we
home.
will have to be very careful indeed. We know now that we may have yet more of these piglin zombies,
I
and we have still not accounted for the quickling.
well, I think I'd rather. I think if anything, encountering those those masked foes is much more. I think I'd rather take encountering the masked foes than these quicklings. From the way you describe them, that is.
Tiny
Yes.
little things, and judging by their name, they're fast.
Mm.
At this
I
point,
fear.
oh, sorry.
Yes.
No, I'll continue. I mean, you can wait. You can go. No, you can go. I can wait.
Word salad.
Shut!
Goober.
Shut!
My main concern is that these things may be able to slip out of our grasp. I think we may have to ask our stage magician whether she knows any tricks about giving the illusion that something is there, or that we might struggle to catch them just by chasing them, but by tricking them into something akin to a dead end, we might stand a chance, or at the very least, even our odds.
I hope you're right. The moment she said that, her hair stops glowing to this bright gold, and slowly returned back to the pure locks of ebony. And she then sees back behind her that this bear is also starting to fade away. What's happening?
It seems your guardian has done their duty for the day and has faded until they be called upon again.
It'll just sit down next to her, and then with a big paw, just start waving.
Oh,
Steve's bear noise are a delight.
I am good with noises. Miki can attest.
it helps with the immersion.
Yee.
Thank you. Take care.
If that spirit is linked to that idol of yours, that necklace of yours, excuse me,
Well, bracelet.
bracelet. I apologize. If it's linked to that bracelet of yours, then I reckon this won't be the last time you see each other.
Mm.
I just hope it's under more pleasant circumstances than our than your first.
I
Hmm.
hope so, she says as she looks back into her bracelet. The bear charm goes from a soft glow to it just
Oh.
to it just finally stops.
So, do you remember anything else? Any names?
No, it never gave me a name. But it does have a moon mask. So I guess for the time being, we're just gonna call this insidious foe, Luna, for the time being.
Luna.
She did give you her owner's name.
Hmm.
Yeah, out of character, I was trying to pick up on that, but I also didn't want to force it.
Hmm.
We don't know its
Yeah,
it's a placeholder name until we finally get the ones that we could until we get a proper one in if we actually could get them to talk about it. But I think I want to avoid mirrors for a while.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm a little bit lightheaded.
Perhaps you need rest.
And
Oh god.
what the hell?
What?
Check the pop-up. Because I am immediately reminded of a certain Five Nights at Freddy's character.
Oh, fuff.
Fuck that.
The most interesting character of the two is the top one because of the moon symbolism.
Fair. Ah, hi, Cole. Why you be cute?
Mother, I crave violence.
that is definitely Cole.
So, what's gonna happen now? Where shall we go from here?
Well, we had the next best place to look. I was the Mystery Mines, is where I would have guessed our shadow would have popped up. Good place to hide in said shadows. But I don't know about our other quarry. The
Nice.
quickling.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this, I just hope that we can avoid encountering quicklings, but well, I guess we'll just have to be careful then.
Mm.
So, let's see. She opens up the map to the place.
Mm.
Wow, Mystery Mines is actually not too far off.
Well, then we should, at the very least, continue on there and cross it off our checklist, so to speak.
Good idea. I think I think I'm gonna be okay. She says as she puts the backpack back on her bag, which she took off earlier when she was about to go inside the Hall of Illusions.
Mm.
I just hope Marigold is gonna be okay with the preparations and all.
She's done them before.
Yeah?
She seems to be an experienced practitioner.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon she will be fine.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to my
Fade?
brain's starting to fade a bit. Yeah, it's been a tiring week.
It is getting to the around 7:30 my time, so I will need to eat at some point. So we can probably. What are your
Cut
thoughts
it.
on cutting it when we arrive at the mystery mine?
I'm
Yeah.
okay with that.
Okay.
Well, we cut between the two, and we have next time with the arrival at
Meet
the
at the mine.
mine.
All right.
Pretty much what I have in mind.
I guess.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess all Nessa could actually do is just look back into the Hall of Illusions. Her mind just can't help but replay the laughter that she heard. A soft, coquettish laughter that has insidious intent. She shook her head and decided to move forward. And that's where I'm going to end my note when it comes to Ness.
Yeah.
And recording is going to stop in 3, 2,